Alright, here we go. Today is August 12th. You'd think I'd know that. But finally, it arrived. I ordered this March, if I remember right. And thanks to, the political climate of the United States in 2012, firearms are hard to get a hold of depending on what you're looking for. So obviously if you go to your local shop and they have stuff in stock, that stuff's easy to get. But if they don't have something in stock and you got to order it, well, you could be in for a wait. And so what I tossed about was, do I get what I have here in the box, or do I get the other rifle that I wanted to order? And so I couldn't afford both. I'm limited income, as many are, and I'm self-employed, so that makes it even more limited. I don't have a paycheck that I can count on in the same way that you might have if you work for, somebody else. So, without any further ado, let's see what happens when I open the box. So, oh boy, you can't even tell what's in there, can you? So what I'll do is I'm going to start pulling things out of the box, and we'll let's see what's in here. So here's a magazine. I'm just going to hold it like that. Came with one magazine, and there it is. Next thing it came with is the paperweight. If you got an extra bicycle you need to lock up, they were kind enough to include a bicycle lock for your bicycle. In here is an accessory bag, and for those of you who know what they are, you'll probably guess what I got. In here is another accessory bag. Same thing. For those of you who know what this is, you already know what I got. Oh, here's the owner's manual, which I'll show you the back of for right now. And what is in here? I haven't even looked. Ah, butt plate. So there's that. Now, in the middle of this, as I whack the stand, in the middle of this is a piece of styrofoam. We'll take that out. Then we're going to flip the box forward a little bit, and let's see what's in here. Oh yes, there it is. Okay, so you're seeing it for the very first time, and I'm only seeing it for the second time. The only reason I saw it once already is because I had to purchase it. Of course, they had to get the information off of the serial number and all that kind of stuff. So what we have here, if it shows up on camera, is 22LR. So this is the SIG 522 Classic. And I almost got the SWAT. I don't think I'll regret that I didn't, but I did almost get that. So here she is, fresh from the factory, arrived on Friday, and after many months of waiting. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to learn about this thing and document it. So here's our safety switch, fully ambidextrous, which anyone who knows this rifle already knows that. And here's our magazine release, which I believe is also ambidextrous. Okay. Don't know what that is, so we'll find out. This is my first assault style rifle, which I love the term assault rifle because it strikes fear into the heart of the liberal, and that's a good thing to some extent. If they want to be cowards, I'll oblige them. But in the end, unfortunately, because they're cowards, fear wields great power, so they are able to capitalize on the fear of the cowards in order to enact all sorts of stupid laws and rules and nonsense. So, at any rate, we'll call it an assault rifle, even though it's a 22. So we're going to put that there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the owner's manual here, because real men read the owner's manual. And what I want to find here is, I know there's a little bit of a trick to taking it down. It's pretty simple overall, I guess, but I've never done it, so rather than... Yeah, and by the way, I'm just paging through. I know I could have looked in the table of contents, to find what I'm looking for, but I also wanted to just kind of page through this real quick. So if you're a speed reader, you're probably already reading what's on here. Alright. disassembly. There she is. Unload. Yep, it's unloaded because it's not even been loaded. Let's see. Retract the front and rear takedown pins. So we got to find those. Step 3. Hey, check it out. Step 1. Step 3, 4. So apparently there's no step 2. Maybe this is the maybe it's the German way of doing things. So let's see. Unload the rifle. Yes, we already did that because it was never loaded. Retract the front and rear takedown pins. So I'm going to do that off camera, of course. So let me pick this baby up. And I believe I know where they are. Right there and right there. Okay. So there's one. So we pop that. There's 2. We pop that. And I believe, did they come all the way out or only part way out? That's what I don't know. You know, you'd think as many times as I've watched videos on these things. And actually, you know what? If I remember right. There we go. Ah, there it is. I am going to take this down to this point because I'm going to clean it before I fire it. There we go. Hey, sweet. Nice. And then this comes back, and I believe you pull out the charging handle like thus. And then sweet. Okay. And here's our safety zip tie, which we'll put aside for the moment. So there it is, all stripped down. It's a little oily in there. So I'm going to probably grease her up a little more. So here's another quick little shot. I don't think we can see down the barrel through the camera. But as I looked down the bore, guess what I saw? I saw some gunpowder residue from when they test fired it. So it's kind of cool. So that means they didn't clean it yet. So I thought what I would do, this would be kind of cool. Oh, that's sweet. I have a cheap camera, so I'm not sure how in focus this will stay. Not very from the looks of it. So now let's lift this up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. But if it works, and I think so, I'll just put this in. So let me zoom back out a little bit. That's a kind of a cool picture right there, isn't it? It looks pretty neat. Well, there's section B. Okay, here's the next step. So I put it back together. I just did a little bit of break free on here, and you know, she's got some bits and lubed up in there, so we should be in good shape. Now what I want to do is I have to take her back apart because I want to take off I want to take off the forearm guard here. So give me 1 second. Take this off camera. Pull this. And I didn't realize. There we go. So there's a paperweight. So what we do apparently, we try to hold that in there and not take it out. So now we pull back on this and then pull down one direction. There we go. Like that. Cool. So there's the lower piece. Now I may do this off camera. Let me hang on 1 sec. Okay, so it looks like, I think, we lift up on this. This is cool, I've never done it, so I think this will go. She's going to pop up one way or the other. Oh, alright, off camera again. So the cool thing is, you can see I ain't no expert, as we say in grammar class. So, if I look this over, I should be smart enough to figure this out. And no comments, please, because anyone who watches this that perchance knows me knows that I'm not smart enough to figure this out. So, what is holding... That'd be great, break it first day I have it. There must be a way to take off the top of this. So I guess what I have to do... I guess I have to stop the camera. Here we go.